Okay, this is the Smart Swim, and what I tried to do here is to take film what the head-up display looks like while you're wearing it. So you can see here this is the Smart Swim unit, and I inserted the camera in front of the optic here, and this is a really tough thing to do. It's not doesn't really do it just. I mean, it's the image is much bigger than that when it's on your eye, and it's obviously centered, but it'll give you some idea when you're underwater. You have this image that's floating in space out in front of you and projecting this image of what it is you're looking at. In this case, it's a media player. We also have a lab trainer, and then of course there's the open water app, which you're about to see here in a few moments. Okay, so on the HUD, I describe it to you here quickly. The bottom number in the center of the display is the total yards that you've achieved for the session or the event you're on. The center of this display in red, that's the time that you've been swimming for, or the time of the event. In the upper left corner, the blue time there is an instantaneous pace per 100 yards, and that needs work. That algorithm is not quite right. And the far upper left corner you see is the icon that represents your receiving GPS data, satellite data. The red bar to the left is a power indicator. It tells you how much power is available in the system. The upper right hand corner is your average pace per 100 yards, and that's really very accurate number. That's really the number we're more interested in most of our swims. And the lower right hand corner is a compass heading, which it's a bit more accurate. I'm surprised I actually was able to use that compass heading to allow me to swim straighter longer without sighting as often. You still need to sight though. There's still some deviations, and if the current's pushing you side to side, your compass isn't going to tell you that. So so that's the description of our head-up display for Smart Swim Open Water Trainer. Okay, this is the North Shore Challenge 10K swim, and I'm presenting here a time-lapse video of the head-up display from my Smart Swim goggles that I was wearing during the swim. And you can see, if you follow the upper right hand corner, you'll see my average pace on this course. From the moment we start to finish, you'll watch the average pace slowly start to creep up, and we start to speed up. We start to get a little faster. We were holding at one point a minute 14s per 100. But then towards the back end of the course, naturally, it's going to start to come back down. And you see our goal time, which was a minute 20, you can see that our average pace eventually gets back down to the minute 20 pace, which we pretty much nailed it. I mean, just as we crossed the finish line, the average pace slipped into a minute 20. But it's very encouraging on the course. You can see your yardage going up. You can see the average pace that's moving and it's changing, directly affected by your stops, the times you feed when you start again. At times you can see it might slip by a second, it'll slow down, but then you can push a little harder and speed up by another second. But you got to have a little patience to see this happen. It's very exciting. It's a different, you almost feel like you're not swimming alone, like you're continuously trying to, it keeps your focus. It helps you to maintain your focus on what you're trying to do and the goal you're trying to achieve. And for my training, the minute 20 was my goal pace, and boy, we pretty much nailed that. So I was very happy with this event and very happy with the performance of the technology.